the arms, he drew something like this. And they were saying it's me. That day I cried. The same way you are nice to people, be nice to yourself too.
You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul.
Hello princess, and welcome to my vlog. This one will be a chatty vlog. Yes, I'm sorting out clothes again to give out for donation because the local radio station I've been waiting for to come take clothes, they're not coming, and I've been reminding them they don't seem to be serious. So at church they opened help a person in need drive. I'm gonna put a poster here. We have to donate, well, anyone, we have to donate clothes before the 15th of October. So now I'm sorting out those clothes. We need impahla zabantwana who are very young to like age like 22, 23. So that's what I'm sorting out now. And so yeah, that was just an update so you guys don't get confused. But okay, she was gonna give clothes, what's going on now? So those ones didn't come, well, they don't want to come, so we are gonna give to people who actually need and are actually gonna need these clothes. And I'm so happy because I know these ones are gonna be taken to those people. So yeah, let's get into the video. I'll be opening up and chatting with you guys while I'm doing this whole thing. So yeah, welcome to my vlog. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hello girls. So I picked out the clothes. These are the ones that are like in good conditions. Now we need to just sort them out and then pack them and get them ready for a pickup. Otherwise this is it. But I want to sort them into piles right now. But as I'm doing that, I'm gonna be chatting with you guys. I hope you guys can see this. These clothes are a lot, but yeah, I wanted to chat with you guys as I am doing this. Guys, look at this. It looks so new. So growing up, I used to struggle with low self-esteem, low self-confidence, low everything. And I'm not trying to be funny, that was it, that was my life. And growing up, I never used to know well. I never even knew when okay, it had a term, low self-esteem. I just saw myself as someone who, I don't know, who sees other people as beautiful, as this, as that, as everything, but I'm nothing. You get what I mean? Because I mean, there's that thing of, okay, you are seeing some people are beautiful, and you're like, okay, for me it was like extreme. It was not that. I used to look down on myself. I used to engage in a lot of negative self-talk. I think my type of low self-esteem is called global something related here, but that one is like a self-image thing. That's what I used to struggle with a lot. Okay, I think let me not fold them. Let me just put them into these piles because now it's gonna take 100 years, and already I took 2 hours doing this. 2 hours and some minutes. So I used to negative self-talk, look down on myself, and that would make me to not see my strengths at all. But my weaknesses, I was number one identifying those. That's how bad it was. It got to a point where I didn't want to wear things that were like this. I never wanted to wear things that are like this. You're showing my arm, because I used to believe that my arm is fit. Like, I used to run in junior school, so when I was running, when we would run, obviously, first of all, you practice in the field, you do all those things. So Mina, I have a body that's like, if I do exercise, it quickly picks up. And we used to do the push-ups and stuff like that. But besides that, I feel like I was sort of already kind of like this. So, and back then, people had tiny arms, and I was like, why am I feeling like I'm big? Look at my arm right now. I don't know whether it was always like this or it got, I don't know, maybe I was exaggerating from back then, because people would say that I will be exaggerating, your arm is just like this. So I never wanted to wear long sleeve things. I hated vests. I hated shorts. There's nothing of wearing shorts when you are at home if you don't want to wear them outside. But for me, I never even wanted to wear them inside the house. And that's when my mom was like, again, why? Even pajamas. Yo, you guys, I'm not exaggerating. Even pajamas, if it's a short in gym, count me out. Because I just used to want to hide some parts of my body because I was like, not looking good. Also, my knees. I used to say my knees were like pointy. I still believe they are a bit but now that I'm talking about this, it feels like back then they were worse, or I got used to them. That's the confusion I'm in now, because now when I look at them, I'm like, okay, was I exaggerating or what? Is this tone on? Oh. So now when I'm looking back, I'm like, okay, was I exaggerating or what? Or I love myself now. I'm like, So I really don't know. But it got to a point where this other day, guys, I went to school. So I was wearing a peplum top. If you know peplum, you know. I don't think there's anyone who doesn't know peplum unless you're a guy. Yeah, but a peplum top, those tops that are like tight and then they go like this. I was wearing one of those and I had a jersey. Obviously it was hot, but I had a jersey because it was like this and I wanted a jersey to hide. But it got to a point where it got too hot. I had to take off my jersey and I was like, you know what, that day I was like, I am a strong girl and I'm beautiful just the way I am. And I used to look at other girls and I'm like, they're wearing this, like why their arms not like my arm there? Yo, I'm laughing now, but hey, back then I used to struggle. So I would do that. I wore the jersey. Took off the jersey, and then after taking off the jersey, there's this guy in my class. I was doing grade 9 now. There's this guy in my class, because when does this thing start? I don't remember when this thing initially started, but say around grade 7. That's me estimating. But when it got pronounced, like it was grade 9. So we're in grade 9 and then this guy, he drew a picture. It's a face and then it's a girl. But the arms, he drew something like this. And they were saying it's me. That day, I laughed with them, because, well, they thought it's a joke and stuff. I laughed with them, but that day, I was torn. That day I cried and I told myself that, just the day I'm telling myself that, you know what, girl, you're beautiful just the way you are, and then this happens. Also, I used to have pimples here. They were not bad, but I just hated them because other girls didn't have pimples. You get? Guys, I used to hate them. So after that day, I just, even short sleeve shirts now were a problem for me. It was just a mess. I'm not gonna lie, that thing destroyed me, because I feel like, also because I was an athlete, wearing shorts, also I was always so cautious that if I'm passing next to people, what if they're looking at me? What if? I would always be so cautious. It was just a mess. So now I'm trying to summarize it, but back then it was really horrible. It's something that I wouldn't want anyone to go through, because it's really not nice. I'm not gonna lie, it's really not nice, because you are constantly not happy. You're constantly comparing yourself with other people. You're constantly, you're constantly looking down on yourself, like not feeling confident, not feeling like you can wear this, you can wear that, not feeling like it. Also moves now from being a thing of the image itself. It gets inside now. It gets to a point where even certain things now, you're like, okay, certain things are for certain people. It doesn't just end here. That was the problem. It doesn't just end there. Now you're like, okay, certain things are for certain people, because when you're like this and that and that. That thing, it really broke me. But the sad part is that I don't know, because I had such a good childhood, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where it stemmed from. I don't know the root. You see how when you are healing from something, you try and, I don't know, track back. But okay, what could have went wrong? What could have triggered or caused this to happen? Till this day, I don't know. I don't, there's nothing in my childhood that I can say, oh, it's maybe because that happened. Nothing at all. But it was just a horrible experience, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I just kept on acting strong. I kept on acting like, you know what, it's all good, it's all okay, you know. But I fully got over that. By fully, I don't mean it happened overnight, but I'm just saying I fully started working on that and getting over it fully. I think the start of it was high school, a bit, but I got over it in high school. And I'm not gonna lie, hey, it's God. I don't know how I did it, but I think it's that thing of, I got in high school, I got in varsity, I got to this church, and then I just got serious about God, building a relationship with God. So it got to a point where when I'm praying, I'm talking to God, I'm telling him how I'm feeling, things like that. So, and I'll tell him things that bother me, and I'll ask him to help me, things like that. Yeah. So that's how, for me, it ended up being okay. Now I don't have self-esteem issues or things like that. And I just feel like, as long as you put effort, as long as you put yourself out there, like, you can, it's possible to have a more positive life or outlook to life. People should know that low self-esteem is not permanent. You can literally work on yourself. It's possible to build a more positive life, image, self-image. It's possible to not feel the way you're feeling right now, as long as you put effort and you tell yourself that, okay, first of all, identify the problem and then start working on it. I don't know, okay, how people would deal with it professionally. I honestly have no idea. For me, it was just the grace of God, I'm not gonna lie, because for years I really struggled. I struggled a lot. Right now, I was just telling you guys a short story. I'll just pass it. Because I just wanted to open up a bit to you guys. Otherwise, hey, it was a lot. It dragged. It tormented me. It was not nice. I wouldn't want anyone to go through that. If you are noticing that, oh, you always negative self-talk, you always do this, you always do that, or you always see some things as like, okay, they're better for certain people and not for you, you always feel like you're not deserving of certain things, then please get help. And yeah, when you get help, you're gonna be okay. I feel like, definitely proof, you are gonna be okay. If you identify the problem and you start working on it, it's all gonna work out, I promise you. But this life of living like with low self-esteem, it's not a nice life. It's not a life that is worth living. It's really not, because you're literally torturing yourself by doing that. Obviously, I know you don't do it on purpose, I've been there, but it's like a process that you need to teach yourself. If you have to wake up in the morning, look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful, then do it. All I'm here to say is, please try and get out of that. Try and get help, speak to people, and it's all gonna work out. I feel like we all deserve a life where we love ourselves first a lot, and then we can pour whatever to the world. You are deserving of whatever you put your mind to. But if now you're gonna continue feeling like, oh, you're not good enough, you're not beautiful enough, you're not, then your life is gonna feel like it's dragging. And when things don't happen for you, you're always gonna think that, oh, it's a confirmation of what I've been telling myself. Do not speak bad to yourself about yourself. Be confident and be nice to yourself. Fight that thing that tells you that, girl, look at her, you don't look like her. We don't have to look the same. Just accept how you are and keep moving. I know it's not as easy as I'm saying it. It's gonna take time, but trust me, very much possible. Very, very much possible. It passes, trust me. Never permanent. Low self-esteem problems, not permanent at all. I am the evidence that they're not permanent. No one can tell me anything. No, me. No one can tell me anything. If I want something, I go after it. And if I don't get it, it's just God saying, oh, now my child, or it's God saying, I have something better. But it's never about, oh, Nosihle, you probably don't deserve that because of this and that. No, we don't talk like that to ourselves. We don't do that. Yeah, I just wanted to open up a bit with you guys. That's the struggle I had. I would even wear big things, like big clothes. Not because I loved baggy things, no. But because I felt like they were hiding things that, well, my body that I didn't want people to see. So, please, let's build that confident self-image. Let's be there for ourselves. If there's one thing I've learned the most, like as I've been looking back at my life, I'm like, oh my goodness, I've really grown. Like I've really gotten to a point where I put myself first. I always put myself first. Like, okay, the same way you listen to other people, teach yourself to listen to yourself too. The same way you are nice to people, be nice to yourself too. So yeah, I don't have solutions of how you can professionally get help when you have low self-esteem problems, because for some people it even goes deeper. It even goes to like deep. But I mean, I was just sharing with you guys my experience, or rather what I went through. And I really hope that if you have the same problem or even an inch, deal with it. Fight it. Fight a good fight. Pray about it. God will help you. Yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'm left with a few clothes now to put aside, and then I'm gonna be done. Yo, this thing, it took time. It took time, but I'm glad I did it. Yeah.